Hi, you're watching Hexus TV, and this beast here is the Cooler Master ATCS 840, one of their new cases. Very, very nice actually, I'm quite loving this. But we're going to go through in detail some of the features that you're going to find on the case. First off, it's a brushed black aluminium casing, and it's an aluminium chassis as well, but there's loads of bracing inside, so it's not wobbly, and it's a bit of a beast. But we're just going to take the side panel off. I've already removed the handy thumb screws. We're going to have a quick look inside. Here we go. Now, first thing to note about this case is inside all of the fans have been supplied with 3-pin adapters, so you can either run them on 3-pin or to 4-pin Molex, which is very, very handy. Now you might have noticed this big box here. Now I was wondering what this was all about, and I'll show you because it goes on around the back. Right, so this mysterious box here is a nifty little idea that Cooler Master have come out with. It fits onto these two brackets here, like so, and then you just screw it down this side. What's all that about? You can fit a fan here, and it's going to draw more heat from where your graphic cards are pumping out the main bit of heat out of the system itself. So I did think to myself, maybe this has got something to do with water cooling or something, because you've got your water cooling outlets here, and you've got these rubbery things here. But then it was one of those forehead slapping moments when you realise that's where you're actually going to put the cables for your cards. So nice little addition that. Let's go back round inside the case. Now I'm going to take off the other back panel here. There we go, it easily comes off as well. And the first thing we're going to see is you've got a removable motherboard tray. So that can come all the way out for when you're first mounting your motherboard. But something worth noting is that there's this big hole here. This means that you can then easily change the CPU cooler, a lot of which have those rear-mounted brackets on the motherboard. You've got access to the back, you don't have to unplug anything, and if you've got the wiles and wherewithal, you can take the CPU cooler off, swap it out without having to unplug the entire board. Very handy little feature. With the motherboard tray being easily removable, Cooler Master have also added some other useful, easy features. First one is the tallest mounting for all of your hard drives. It's based on a lot of the SATA drive mounts that you get for hot swap SATAs. So you mount your hard disk straight into this caddy, then that slides in there, and it literally just locks in place. That's it, done. If you're looking at your optical drives on the 5.25-inch bays, you've got a little toggle switch here, and all this does is push it once, and it releases the pins inside the chassis. Push it a second time and it locks the pins back in, locking your optical drives in place. And you can mount up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them as well. But one thing there is though, is there's no anti-vibration mounting on these. If we have a look at the top of the case now, and I'm going to turn it this way for you. So having a look at the top of the case, there's two huge fans here, but this is actually adaptable to not only just set your ears on edge when you pull the thing out, but you can take these out, and then you can mount a standard radiator with 120mm fans in their place. So I'm just going to slide that back in, making our sound man wince. Ah! And just bring it back upright. There we go. Sticking with fans for the minute, another cool feature are these easily removable dust filters. Very handy if you've got pets in the house like I have, because cat hairs just get everywhere. All of the intake fans on the chassis have these. So there's one there, there's another one mounted underneath, and there is one round the front here. But this is a bit of a down point with the case, in that it says in the instruction manual, you just pop this front cover off, and I'm giving that a fair bit of force, and I'm worried about breaking this case to get to the filter there. So that's something which maybe Cooler Master should look at. Another cool feature though, if you're not going to stick a radiator up here, is you get a choice of PSU mounting points. So you can either go down the bottom, you can see they've already got the cutout there, or you can do it up the top, literally just undoing 2 screws and you can slot your PSU in there. That's really rather cool as well. Overall, this is a good looking chassis, but then again, I am a sucker for the brushed black aluminium. But there are areas which make it look like Cooler Master have just cut corners just that little bit too much, such as the I/O panel on the top here, which just comes up with a dug-dug-dung. You would have thought maybe they'd done like some hydraulic damping on it so it came up with a nice smooth Also, with this breakout box on the back so you can mount the extra fan, why couldn't they give us the extra fan? So we have to buy the case and then go out and buy another fan just to be able to use the box on the back. It's all kind of like, you know, a little bit of sort of like corner cutting. It just feels like there's not quite enough effort gone into the case and the thought overall. Anyway, there you go. That's the Cooler Master ATCS 840. Check hexus.net soon for the full review.